Owning a home is the American dream. I love my job because I get to help people buy, sell, and improve that American dream. Follow me this week as we explore exciting new trends in Utah's real estate. There are many things that I love about real estate, but one of the good things is the flexibility to be able to work from your phone and be able to show up in the middle of the day and see things like my son's tennis game. You know, I was a competitive tennis player, but it's a funny day when you realize your son is better than you ever were, and today's that day. He's playing so good. Hey buddy, how do you feel you played?
Yeah, I felt like I hit some good ground strokes today. It was a fun match.
You know, I noticed you were hitting that flat serve just like I taught you. You're getting some good points on that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, but you're still kind of a little bit on your back foot. You got to fall through a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you progress a ton. I'm really impressed.
Oh, thank you.
So my painter Brandon is normally working on other people's projects, but in this case he's working on his own, and I'm curious to see what this looks like.
Hi, my name's Brandon with 5 Star Painting. Today we're going to be changing it up a little bit, and usually we go through homes of customers. Today I'm going to take you through a property that I'm doing personally. All the remodel from beginning to end, on the outside all the way through the inside. We're going to take a look at some of the trends that are trending in painting, and we'll go from the outside. So as you can see on the outside of this home, it has a very dated look. The trim's a dark green and the body's pretty light. Kind of gives it a 1980s, 1990s feel. We want to bring the exterior up to a more modern trend. So we're going to change this up and switch it around. The body's actually going to go darker and the trim's going to go lighter. Grays are really, really popular right now. So we're going to do a nice rich gauntlet gray from Sherwin-Williams, and the trim's going to go to a nice bright white. So as we walk in through the living room, you can see the home is rather outdated as well. We're mid-construction right now, so the paint still has the old color. We're going to do something similar we did to the outside, except we're going to make it a little bit lighter. You don't want the inside to be quite as dark, so you want to brighten it up as much as possible. We're going to go with a light gray on the interior, a bright white trim, and we're actually going to change the ceilings to a bright white as well. Kitchen, as you can see, the cabinets are all down. What we're going to do here is to save quite a bit of money. This is something to keep in mind. Rather than going and upgrading the entire kitchen and spending anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 on cabinets, you can keep the existing cabinets. These cabinets are in great shape. They have a great contour on the faces, and we're going to paint them white, so give them a really modern look without having to replace all of them. Throughout the kitchen, we're going to do some nice hard surface counters and some new appliances that'll really brighten up the space and update tremendously. So throughout the house, all the bedrooms are going to keep the same color. Continuity is key when it comes to painting. You want everything to flow as much as possible. So as you walk around, you'll see that we're going to go to the same color we did throughout the rest of the house, really open it up. We're going to do some nice light gray brown carpet, give it a little bit more modern feel as well. Some people like to do accent walls, which we recommend, but you know, sometimes people like to keep the colors the same, so it just has that flow. So all the bathrooms were fully updated. We got rid of a lot of the old furniture and fixtures in the bathrooms. And the downstairs bathroom, though, to save some money, we decided to keep the existing vanity. It matched the upstairs cabinets exactly, so we decided to just go ahead and paint those like we did upstairs. Saved quite a bit of money by not having to buy a new vanity. Updated the bathroom by going to white cabinets. We put some new hardware on all the cabinets to give it a much more modern appeal, and it looks great. What you might not see in this house, unlike a lot of houses in Utah, most homes on their walls have a texture called Holy Smooth. This actually has a texture called orange peel, which is a rather difficult texture to match. We did have to do a lot of patching and knocking out some walls and doing some things, so I had to end up calling a drywall contractor in to spray this texture on before we did the painting. It's not something that is very common. A lot of homes do have it, but it can make matching the texture a little difficult. So when it comes to matching texture, sometimes you might want to call somebody else in to help you with that, and we did, and it ended up looking great.
Hey Jay, this property really jumped out to me. I'm really interested in it.
Okay, so this one's a unique one. This is actually out in Bluebell. And so if you went past Strawberry and out to Starvation, this is just right out there. So it's about 2 hours outside of Salt Lake City, but this is a very, very unique property. It's a cabin property. It could be a primary residence, but it's got a setup which you don't see in the state of Utah. You can have your own dock on this because you actually own the shoreline.
Wait, so why is this unique in the state of Utah?
Because the state of Utah went through and bought up all the shoreline, and so the state owns all property that's land and water, touching each other. They want to own all that. This particular property, they had changed the water and the way it flowed, and so it filled up and got onto his property, and so now he has shoreline property.
Interesting.
Which is very, very unique.
Yeah, true shoreline property.
Yeah, true shoreline property, and so it's all situated, and so this is perfectly set up for somebody. A very unique thing. You don't see it all the time. If you go look, I want waterfront property in Utah. You just don't see it.
Yeah,
and so this is one of those unique situations. So you could have your own dock, and the lake's big enough that they've got a place to put your boat in, and there's some great fishing on there, and it's only 2 hours away. And so if you're looking for a secondary property, no, not too far, and they've decked it out, granite countertops, that really nice roof they put on this thing. I mean, it's a good little property.
Yeah, it's beautiful on the inside. They've trimmed it out really, really nice.
Yeah, and they put a bunch of cool things in there. They've got a ping pong table and a bumper pool and foosball and pinball and all these different things. So when you bring the kids out there, you can turn them off of all the electronics and you can get back to the way things used to be.
Yeah.
You can take them fishing, you can take them out on the lake, you can play games at night, and that's the way this house is. Or it could be a permanent residence, but these particular people use it as more kind of like a cabin property.
Yeah, well, I was noticing that loft up there in that main room. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's 4,500 square feet. They've got 8 bedrooms. Yeah, 4 full baths, and it's on almost 16 and a half acres.
So you could have a lot of families staying there with 8 bedrooms.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get the whole family reunion out there if you wanted.
Yeah, and some people will take stuff like this and they'll set them up as timeshares.
Yeah.
You ever seen that done before?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, and so you could actually rent it out, and even the state does stuff like this where they'll get these little cabins, put them on there, and rent them out. People go use them for the weekend. But that kind of shows that bonus space. That kind of nice, right?
Yeah, up there above. Nice and open. Boy, it accommodated a lot of people.
Yeah, perfect for a little family getaway, huh?
Mm-hmm. Send the kids upstairs, and then you can get away and go out yourself and do a little fishing, and it'd be fantastic.
But you're far enough away, but you're still close enough that 2 hours away from Salt Lake City is not far at all.
Yeah, it's still accessible. That's right.
And they plan on leaving all those games in there. They said they've moved away, and they just don't need to take those things with them. So those are going to be kind of considered part of the property. You can see it's put together quite well.
Yeah.
It's most properties when you go out into these areas are not, fancy, and this happens to be one of those really nice properties.
Yeah, that's right. It has really good-looking trim on the inside, even though it's kind of tucked away.
Yeah.
It's a really cool combination.
This would be great for a family. You want to get away from it all. You want to go spend the weekend, and take your whole family and be able to, pull your boat right up to your house.
That'd be great. No docking fees.
Yeah, you can go fishing or whatever. That's what you get there for just under $600,000 out in Bluebell.
They say on camera I'm a little stiff, But I insisted that I be the one to tell you about the world's finest, safest garage door, the Martin Door, available at your nearest door, lumber, or hardware company. Tell them Dave Martin sent you. Now what's stiff about that?
Here at Real Estate Essentials, we love to support local business, and we love nothing more than local business that's had international success. And Martin Garage Doors is one of those. So the next time you're looking to buy garage doors, buy local, buy the best, buy Martin Garage Doors.
Northern Wasatch Board of Realtors supports Utah home values. Be sure to attend the Northern Wasatch Parade of Homes, June 27th through July 12th.
Amsco Windows was founded in Utah over 65 years ago. Our 535,000 square foot facility is one of the largest vinyl window plants in the country. We provide more windows in the state of Utah than all other manufacturers combined, and with Amsco, your design potential is limitless. At Amsco, we understand that quality, service, on-time delivery, and pleasing the customer are vital to our success. Amsco Windows, make your home a masterpiece.
It used to be that credit was used primarily to assess risk, and lower credit scores paid higher rates and with less favorable terms. These days, credit is used in a myriad of ways. Consider employment. Some employers consider low scores to mean less discipline and potential future disloyalty. That's why credit education is more important today than ever before.
Hi, Darren Rhodes here. I'm known as Utah's Mortgage Pro. And as you might imagine, I spend a lot of my time giving people advice regarding their mortgages. Well, today I'm actually coming to you from my own garage because I've discovered a trick regarding vehicles. Now, I'm no expert on vehicles by any means, but this trick actually might save you a lot of trouble. I don't know about you, but whenever I drop something in my car, it always seems to go in that space between your seat and the console. That little teeny narrow spot that stuff goes down super easy, but it's really, really difficult to get out. And it always seems to happen at the most inopportune times.
Could I just get a cheeseburger and fries and a large water? Hello, okay. Oh, shoot, hold on. Just a sec, let me get my wallet. Okay. Let's try that.
So I discovered a simple solution to this problem, and the solution actually may reside in your very own linen closet. All you need to do is find a little rag this size. I found that microfiber works really, really well. And you just simply roll it up like this. It's probably a little short for a towel fight, but it's going to work great for our solution. Now, once you have that rag rolled up, it's super easy. You just slip it in this little section right here. Now, you can pick whatever color you want. I chose yellow so you could really see. But now that that's in there, that's going to stop whatever I drop. Oh. I also found that the rag could come in handy if you end up having a mess. Oh. Yeah. That's better. Well, I hope you found this tip as useful as I have. Remember, if you or anyone you know is looking to buy or sell or refinance their house, give me a call, and I'll make sure that you don't fall through the cracks. And until next time, I'm Darren Rhodes.
Okay, for this home, if you ever wanted to live literally right across the street from a park, this is your opportunity. Up in Daybreak, this is one of these beautiful properties they're putting in there. It's on Otter Trail Drive, and it's listed at $449,000. It's just over 4,000 square feet, and there's that park I was talking about in those beautiful views, right?
Love those mountain views.
Yeah, look great. And of course, Daybreak, you've got your own, what do they call it? Was it a lake, I guess?
Your own little lake, yeah.
Yeah, and they got places for you to ride your bikes all over everywhere.
Promote sun and physical fitness.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
And they do all kinds of fun stuff in there. They do paddle boarding, and there's lots of good fishing in there. And of course, the Daybreak, I think it's only probably about halfway built out at this point. It's still got a lot to go. And so this is really becoming a hub. They've got the transit system out there, and they've got their own restaurants, and I mean, they've even got their own hospital right now.
Oh yeah, it's their own little community.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And this is a great example, one of the beautiful properties they've built out there. And always these creative floor plans that are not really done anywhere else in the state of Utah. They really have stepped outside the box and come up with some really creative ideas. This particular one, as you walk in the front door, it's got a really nice reading area off the front. And then you go in the back, it's got a living area off to the left, and of course this beautiful kitchen that spans.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
love that.
And it wraps all the way down to the back of the property, and then they've put those nice windows there to look out while you're eating dinner. You can look out your window. And on the other side, it looks through windows on the other side as well into your backyard. And so this one actually does have a fenced-in backyard. These guys in particular spared no expense. They did upgrades
Look at those
everywhere.
cupboards. I love them.
The granite's just absolutely beautiful, and the flooring, this is one of the best floorings right now on the market.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, really cool little colors, huh? It's really bright and cheerful, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel that way?
Yeah, it's just, they've done this wonderful, and I love the vaulted ceilings.
Yeah.
They're great.
And if you can, it's vaulted ceilings both on the main floor and upstairs. Right. And so it's a two-story house, but it's got vaulted ceilings on both levels.
Yeah, it just opens it up.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Great look there at the master bath, plenty of room, big, huge tub, which you like to have. There's that reading room that I was talking about, right when you come in right off the front entry. Lots of light, airy colors, and lots of windows. Yeah, isn't that nice?
Love it.
They've done some really creative ways of, really showcasing all the light and kind of the funness of this house. And the nice thing about it's got a ton of room in the basement, which hasn't even been touched. It's got another almost 2,000 square feet, about 1,750 square feet in the basement that still can be finished out. And so it's got a lot of room to grow on this one.
Biener Marble and Granite has been locally owned and operated since 1960, providing all of your granite needs from high-end luxury all the way down to half-priced granite. Come on in, use our team, and let us transform your home with affordable, luxurious countertops here at Biener Marble and Half-Priced Granite.
Hard and no one likes to do it. It should be an adventure, and we here at Wasatch Moving Company make it one. We are that extra bit of help that everyone needs. Let us take the stress out of moving for you with our excellent and careful staff and our flat rate affordable pricing. Call Wasatch Moving Company today, the official movers of Real Estate Essentials with Jay Deere on ABC.
Jay Deere here. Do you want to sell your home faster and for more money? We do what other realtors do, but get this. Being ABC4 Utah's real estate specialist gives me the opportunity to give your home maximum exposure. List with the Jay Deere team, and your home will be featured on its own TV commercial, as well as get a full motion video tour by my professional camera crew, with me personally talking about the selling features of your home linked to the multiple listing service. And with the power of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, it's automatically added to 40,000 websites and put onto the International Relocation Database. The Jay Deere marketing system sells houses faster and for more money. And don't forget about Jay Deere's perk package. Each seller gets a moving package from Wasatch Moving Company, a free year of DirecTV, and carpet cleaning. The best part of the whole thing is it doesn't cost anything more than a regular agent. If you want to sell your house faster and for more money, then list it with me and see it on TV.
So Brandon has finished up that paint project. Let's go see how it turned out.
All right, now we're gonna go on inside, follow me, and we'll go take a look at the finished product. All right, welcome to the inside. As you can see, it looks quite a bit different. We did a lot of upgrading throughout. In this main room, you'll notice we ended up going with a light gray floor, kind of complemented the light gray wall. We ended up installing some pretty large base and trim around all the doors and windows, painted that bright white as well. We ended up going with the white ceiling to open up the space. All new windows gives it a lot of bright light. We wrapped all the windows and painted those as well. So it looks great. Let's go on in the kitchen. So this is the kitchen. This is going to be the main focal point of any house. You want this to look as modern and outdated as possible. What we talked about originally, these cabinets were really outdated and kind of oak, whitewashed, had a 1980s, 1990s look. We updated them, put some new hardware on them. They ended up looking great. Brand new stainless steel appliances, some white granite countertops really set the cabinets off. The floor carries on throughout. There was actually an old railing here that really separated the space quite a bit, so we took that out. Really opens it up and makes it look nice so you can see down to the fireplace. And let's go take a look at the basement. We were pretty fortunate in this house. This basement actually has some really big windows. That's not very common in a lot of basements in Utah, but it ended up working in our favor. We went with a nice brand new carpet. We put some can LED lights in to really accent the space and give it some bright light. Opens up to the bathroom. As you can see, this was the vanity that we spoke about originally. We ended up salvaging this vanity, painting it the same color as the cabinets upstairs. Brand new hardware, new countertops, new fixtures. We built a closet so it has some space, and bathroom came out really nice. Let's go on upstairs and take a look. We did a lot of stuff up there that I think you'll really enjoy. So this house actually has 3 bedrooms. This is one of the smaller bedrooms, a guest bedroom. Has a full walk-in closet. We did the same thing. As I said earlier, we kind of carried the color throughout. Light gray walls, bright white ceilings, bright white trim, new windows. We wrapped all the windows in a nice Craftsman style trim, and it really opens this room up. This is the second bedroom, a little bit bigger, same exact feel, walk-in closet, nice big windows, 3-tone paint, and this room looks good too. Guest bathroom, we actually ended up putting in some new vanities in this. The old vanities just really didn't quite work. We wrapped the mirrors, we did some nice tile, 3-tone paint throughout. We got the floors done, ended up looking really nice. Centerpiece of any household is the master bedroom. This has a great master bedroom, really good size, as you can see, really spacious, some really big windows, nice light coming in, walk-in closet. This master bedroom actually has a bathroom attached. So as you can see, we ended up going with the same vanity, 3-tone paint, wrapped the windows. We did a 3/4 shower, it looks really, really nice. Great tile work. All in all, I think it came out really good. So now you've seen the finished project. We think it came together really, really well. Hopefully you've seen some stuff that you can implement in your own home and some great design ideas.
This week's featured property, we're in Highland, Utah, and we're in the Mercer Hollow subdivision. So Darren, we're down here looking, this is what you're gonna get for $1.35 million down in Highland. Beautiful, right?
Fantastic property.
Yeah, one of the, of course, the nice things about this one, it has a big, huge, expansive yard that goes in, has no neighbors behind it, and so it just looks like it goes out forever. It doesn't even have a fence.
How big is the yard?
It's 0.88 acres, but they don't have neighbors on the back part of it or on the right-hand side. And on the left-hand side of the property, they've got a dry riverbed that just kind of flows through it. So,
wow.
I mean, it kind of sits in there just perfect.
So you have almost an acre, but then no neighbors, so it feels even bigger than that.
That's right, yeah. And so this one goes forever. And they did us a great landscaping job. But here, stepping into the inside, of course, you notice that kitchen, they decked this thing out.
Yeah, what a great looking place.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They've done a lot with this one. Master bedroom's amazing. It's off the back of the house, and the master bath, we're gonna see it here, just beautiful. And they've got a swim spa. They've got an outbuilding outside that's got a swim spa. We're gonna go look at that in a minute. Beautiful yard. I mean, in a really exclusive neighborhood up there in Highland. And so, but you know, on this one in particular, I wanted to talk about some financing options on this one because, of course, it's an incredible house, but people are always asking, what does it cost to finance $1 million home?
Yeah, that's right. I get asked that question all the time.
All the time, right?
Yeah.
Well, run me through a scenario if you're going to finance $1 million home like
this. Okay, you bet. So a lot of times people that buy homes in this price range will oftentimes purchase them in cash, or they'll look to do other things with that cash. And so they'll borrow.
So they might have the cash to pay cash for this thing.
That's right.
But they might prefer to finance it because they can keep that money liquid.
That's right. And when you, in a case like this, you may be able to borrow against your house, which might be cheaper money than borrowing for a business or liquidating other investments or things like that. So a lot of times people will look to do financing on the house even if they do have cash. So in a home like this, you would want to look at putting maybe 30% down, which would be just over $400,000. And that would get you a loan amount at $945,000.
Right at that $1 million mark.
Yeah, pretty close to that mark. So at 4.5%, you'd get an APR of 4.61. That would put your principal and interest portion of your payment at $47.88 per month.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Well, yeah, that's not bad. So that gives you kind of an idea of what a home like this would cost on a monthly basis. You'd have taxes and insurance, of course, on top of that. But yeah, that could be very inexpensive money compared to other loans they could get.
Well, yeah. So if you wanted to go start a business with some of that money or whatever it is, instead of sinking into the house, you go keep yourself liquid that money. I mean, that money, that's very, very expensive to go get a business loan.
Right.
Much higher risk.
Yeah, or liquidating investments that you don't want to pull out, or all sorts of reasons why you may want to get financed.
Yeah, and where interest rates are right now, it's almost considered free money, right?
It's very inexpensive.
It's very inexpensive money. Yeah.
Historically,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a good way to go.
And of course, the crown jewel of this property is this 1,247 square foot pool house where they put a Michael Phelps swim spa and a hot tub. They put a control for lighting and entertainment system in here, and they've left room for a ping pong table or even your workout equipment. And one of the things I really love about it is no matter what the weather's like here in Utah, you can just blow those big doors open and take advantage of that weather. And they've also put blinds in each one of the windows, so privacy is not an issue.
So there you have it, incredible views, expansive space, and it's situated in a park-like setting that you can literally use year-round.